Fucking every hole. Fucking every hole. Fucking every hole.
This time around on Disc Golf Live, we've got a pair of tasty videos lined up. Central Coast Disc Golf serves up their coverage of semifinal action at last summer's PDGA World Championship in Portland, Oregon. We head to Mobile, Alabama for our next piece from the 2014 Mango Classic, created by Aaron Bradley for North Alabama Disc Golf. We'll get things started in just a bit. Tell me your name, where you're from.
Nate Sexton, Eugene, Oregon.
Nice shot, Nate.
Production and distribution of Disc Golf Live is made possible through the generous support of our underwriters. Thanks for your support.
Ian Anderson and his extended Central Coast Disc Golf posse captured a ton of footage at last summer's PDGA World Championship. We're pleased to have a look now at semifinal action among the top dogs in the men's open division.
Alright guys, Ian and Alex from Central Coast Disc Golf. Bring a little more Worlds coverage. We got the Worlds semifinal. It's almost the end, Alex. You excited, buddy?
We're finally getting there.
Yeah, it seems like it's taken forever, but we're doing it. But let's get to watching this. Alright guys, we're back with part 2. Ricky Wysocki got a one-stroke lead over Paul Ulibarri. Paul Best 6 back of that, along with Nate Doss. And we're starting off on hole 10, Alex. Little dogleg right.
Yeah, pretty typical forehand hole for these guys.
Yep. The danger here is the OB kind of like 5 or 6 feet past the basket, Alex.
Yeah. Oh, sit!
And long.
Why are you still rolling? There we go.
That was doing some flirting right there. That was scary. Ulibarri with the forehand. Nice looking line.
Yeah, that looks like it's right on target.
Yep, safe and close. Nate Doss opting for the forehand as well. They all threw forehands yesterday, and I think they star framed it, right, Alex?
That's right.
Probably not going to change anything. Nate Doss parking it, and here's Macbeth. Try to keep pace. He doesn't even look like he throws his forehand and just goes.
Yeah, I don't know how he does anything.
Yeah, unreal. That's parked. Rick with the longest putt. That's just for a 2. Ooh, a little high, but it stayed in. Yeah. Ulibarri with a short putt, but it's pretty death putty.
Whew.
Yeah.
That's gotta feel good.
Yeah. It's so close. These guys probably don't even think about missing. They just know it's going in.
Yeah.
Ulibarri, Raz, and Doss right there.
Mind games.
Yeah. Doss has such an awesome attitude. Actually, so does Paul Ulibarri when they're all playing.
Yeah.
Always smiles. Makes
$1,000 on the line. They're all just having fun with each other.
Gotta love it. Really cool. So Rick Stoll got that one-stroke lead over Ulibarri, and we're on to hole 11, 685-foot par 4. I think it's the hardest par 4 in the course, Alex.
Definitely.
Yeah. First shot's a placement shot, and then your second shot is a blind, giant backhand hyzer onto a tiny little runway strip. Did Rick hit that tree?
He hits the only, that's a tiny tree.
Oh, no. Well, hopefully he's clear of it at least a little bit. It's not the worst tree to hit, but not what you're looking for.
At least it's in bounds, right? So
yeah,
it's that.
Exactly. So Nate's taking the more traditional line here, a little backhand hyzer, flat to hyzer, I guess.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
They're clapping. That's solid.
He might even have a look down the window without going the crazy hyzer route.
Yeah, that's tough too. And it looks like Paul's from that Firebird. And that'll work, Alex.
Very nice.
Yep, pretty perfect placement shot. Looks like Rick kicked out a little bit, but gonna throw a forehand Annie.
What?
Wow. Let's see if we can make this work. I think he got caught up short left.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a
yeah.
tough.
He does have a great like forehand flex shot.
No, he really does. Yeah. But that's just a really tough line to hit.
Yeah.
So Paul takes the more traditional line, this big backhand hyzer, and comes up a little short. That Champ Firebird threw a destroyer the other day, yesterday, and parked it. Ulibarri throwing the big backhand hyzer. They're watching.
Big hyzer. They're all still watching it.
I think that might have flipped actually when it was way up there and just gone super far right.
Now it's in Vancouver.
Yeah, exactly. I get hit one of the planes taking off at PDX. Ooh. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Tosses upshot, rolled up B, and then backhand bounce.
World champ love.
You gotta love it. So Paul's fourth after the OB stroke, and this is not a gimme fourth up and down right here.
Oh, no.
OB again. Ouch. This hole's really, really tough.
It is.
So Rick's third. He's going to try and pipe it down this little fairway.
Nice shot.
Really nice effort from there. Should be able to save a par. And Ulibarri's sixth after 2 OB strokes on this hole. Oh,
wow.
That one. Ouch.
He must have had a tiny window through all those trees too.
Yeah, it's super jaily over there. And let's see what Paul can do from jail. Try to get a birdie here. Make up some ground on the rest of the guys. Just short. Nate for birdie. Oh, off the band.
Dang.
Yeah.
It's like they used up all of their luck yesterday.
Right? Rick saves a par after that rough second shot. And rough first shot, really. Ulibarri taking on, what was that, 7, Alex?
Yeah, a par 4.
Tough. Nate's going to tap in his par right here. Joe and Terry look on. And Macbeth with a reluctant par. You know he wanted that birdie.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on to hole 12, 410 feet thrown out of jail, and it's OB for what, like the first 60, 80 feet, something like that, Alex?
Yeah.
So you get out in the open.
And then jail on the far side too, where the basket lives.
Yeah, exactly. Super tough hole. Rick did the forehand yesterday and blew past the basket amazingly. This time he gets almost pin high, but he's off to the left quite a bit, it looked like. That's going to be an impossible putt.
Yep. Probably just try and lay up.
Yeah, too many trees. Nate Doss had a killer drive on this hole yesterday. See if he can replicate that with his Z Predator.
That's looking good.
Yeah. It's a beat-in Predator, Alex.
Wonder how long that took.
Yeah, right? He's had that disc for a while. Paul Macbeth thrown out of jail. Trying to make it back into jail.
Say he was successful.
Wow. Unbelievable drive. It's so scary off the tee pad here. And you gotta throw hard because you gotta throw 400 feet. It's a tough look.
Yeah.
So Ricky from off to the left, a little bit short. Gave that a half go. Got pretty close. Should be a par. And Nate has a pretty good looking window right here, Alex.
Yeah, check that out.
Yeah. Don't see that too often on this hole.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wide right.
Yeah, it was. Looked like a little bit of an uncomfortable stance. Ulibarri finished off to the right short and has this for a 2. It's always a tough putt on this hole, Alex.
It is.
And let's see if Macbeth can make one.
Nice.
Boom.
There you go.
Getting a stroke on everybody right here. Starting to make that for that 7.
He's got a long way to go
Yep.
in 18 holes.
Yeah. Gotta start doing some work. Ulibarri taps on the par along with Rick, and I'm sure Nate will make his as well. Yep. That's it. So
Yeah,
Paul
no
did-
shame in a par there.
Yeah, no, definitely not. It's a tough one. So Rick's lead is down to 4 over Ulibarri, 6 over Macbeth, and we're up to 625 foot par 4. Basket's straight ahead. Only danger is the OB left and right, and it kind of pinches down by the basket, Alex.
Yeah. Nice safe forehand placement there.
Yeah, pretty perfect. Rick pumping out that D1.
Whoa.
Throwing it a mile. I got down the fairway. I was like, nobody can throw this far.
You are wrong.
I am wrong. Almost got me. Nate Doss throwing a backhand. He's at the flex a little bit. Oh, really nice drive.
Yeah, nice shot.
Mhm.
That's his fourth still, I believe.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Ulibarri pumping out the forehand. Nice safe placement shot. Not trying to be a hero, just playing smart.
Yeah, if you just do that a couple times, you should be right at the basket.
Yeah, exactly. Ulibarri's second shot throwing the backhand. Wow. Oh,
OB.
it rolled OB right there. That's unfortunate.
No.
Man. So McBeast throwing the forehand, and this one went OB yesterday. Hopefully he can correct here, Alex.
Coming right at you.
Yeah, it looks like he did correct. Yep.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
That'll work for a bird for him.
He makes those putts all day.
Yep, he does. The Y sock with his second shot.
Wow.
Almost dunked it. I don't know, a pretty sweet eagle.
Yeah.
Nate Doss with his second shot, throwing the forehand. Nice low
Looking
shot.
good.
Yeah. Ooh. That'll play. So Ulibarri took his meter in, and he's going to be putting for par here. Pretty similar putt to what he had yesterday, Alex.
Yep.
And
he does the same thing.
similar results. Nice putt. That jump and he putt of his is so cool. Huge fan. Nate for bird. Dead center. Paul to match.
Of course he gets it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna miss that. Pretty much ever. And here's Ricky to match Paul. There it is. So Ulibarri carding the lone par on that one. Rick's lead still, what, 5? And we're on to hole 14, 910-foot par 5. Time for some big shots here, Alex.
Yeah, if you can crush this out there and lay up just before that OB island, you've got a good shot at eagle.
Yeah, not on the map is those 2 OB islands, which does come into play for these guys. In fact, Paul threw into it yesterday, and looks like he corrected here, Alex.
Yeah, took a little off.
And went to the left to try to avoid it. And Rick, that could be trouble.
Nice shot.
Or it could be perfect.
Yep.
And Nate Doss up third. Ripping out his Z-Force. That's a pretty good looking shot right there.
Yeah. It's going to sit nicely.
Mm-hmm. Just short of the OB right there. And Paul Ulibarri. Ooh. That'll
Close
work.
the spectators.
Yeah, totally. So looking at Paul's second shot, the basket's to the right of the camera. He's crushing that pink Star Destroyer.
I can watch him throw that thing all day.
Right? Thing of beauty. And he's going to have an eagle putt. Ulibarri's going to try and match Macbeth. Throwing a little hyzer flip action. Looks like that one didn't flip enough, Alex.
Yeah, that faded earlier than he wanted.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah. Look at Nate taking his second shot. Throwing the same disc, it looks like. And that's a nice looking line, Alex.
Yeah, that should fade right at it, huh?
Mm-hmm. The crowd approves.
Wow.
What a second shot. See the basket down there in the shade, and we're looking at Ricky's second shot.
Was it like 90 degrees today? It was hot.
It
as I
was
recall.
hot out there, man. Yeah. So Rick throws that big high hyzer flip.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Ricky not the only one, or sorry, Macbeth not the only one with dropping eagles during Worlds, apparently. Unreal.
What a shot.
Unreal second shot. Nate for eagle. Eagled it 2 days in a row, Alex.
I don't even.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even.
Yep. Too good. Macbeth to try to match Doss and keep pace with Ricky, and he does, Alex. Clutch eagle putt.
So this is what a routine eagle looks like.
Yeah. Right. On the card, 3 eagles and a birdie. Rick is stoked off that eagle. That second shot, Alex, is unreal. Super legit.
How can you be that accurate at 500 feet?
Right? Lots of field work.
The Professional Disc Golf Association is the governing body for the sport of disc golf. From local tournaments to the amateur and professional world championships, the PDGA oversees sanctioned events for disc golfers of all skill levels. The PDGA is a not-for-profit organization dedicated to promoting disc golf around the world. To learn more about the PDGA, visit www.pdga.com. Get out and play a round of disc golf. The sport of the future is here today.
New to the Disc Golf Live broadcast lineup is North Alabama Disc Golf. The crew there has shared the Showcase Final 9 from last October's Mango Classic. Alabama Disc Golf has deep roots, and this event gives several touring players a chance to play on home turf for a change.
Hey everyone, this is Aaron from North Alabama Disc Golf, and this is the Mango 2014, the final 9 holes. And this is an incredibly stacked card. Look at all these guys, very popular and familiar disc golfers, the top players in the world. Cameron Colglazier leading everyone by several strokes, taking a hyzer at this hole 1 360-foot pin, guarded by out of bounds on all sides, water on the left, doesn't matter, he parks it. He's not looking to let anyone catch him. Ricky taking his very familiar sidearm and parking it. This is one of those holes where you can pretty much take your best throw and make it work for you. Just land right in front of you at the desired distance. Nico taking a big sweeping hyzer. Skips off the sidewalk, slaps the top of the basket, almost starts the round with an ace. Local and fan favorite Matt Oram hangs it out just a little bit wide. That is not going to make it back in bounds, knocked down by the wind. This was a windy day. You're going to hear a little bit of wind noise. I tried to edit out as much as I could. Simon Lazat, who I call the most exciting player to watch in disc golf, parking it. This is a pretty easy hole for him. Up next, Paul Ulibarri. I followed him on the way over here to this basket to start the final 9, watched him practice it, parked it, and birdied it several times. Looks like he's got a good beat on it to do that again. Not going to get his putt, but he did connect with that. He got the bird. Matt Oram re-teeing because he went out of bounds. Now he's playing for the 4, just trying to get it in bounds, taking that sidearm, and gets it close, see if he can connect. He does. So that's a good save for a 4. He actually is playing against Simon Lazat here. Their scores are close. Not everyone else's scores are that close. It's more of an exhibition round for everyone else, but Simon and Matt both playing for money right here. Everyone else tapping out. Matt's the only one to get a 4. Everyone else is moving on with a birdie. Great way to start for this final 9. We're on to hole 2. Just as much danger, but add 140 feet and knock it right up to 500 feet total. There's out of bounds left the entire way behind the basket. A dangerous hole to drive for. But like I said, this is kind of an exhibition match right here, playing for the crowd, and Cam is going for the green. Puts it close, it skips up there, he's going to have a circle's edge look on this 500-foot throw. Great looking throw from Ricky. He has such consistent drives, throws at the perfect height, and the perfect angle to get a little bit of an S and max out the distance on his drives. Of course, after seeing those teammates get on the green, you know Nico's going for it, as if he needed any other motivation. Nico goes for just about everything, takes a lot of risks. And that's a good throw, too. He's going to be putting. A little bit close to the out of bounds, but he is safe. And I think Simon was trying to throw this in. I mean, 500 feet is nothing for him. He really crushed this drive. It ended up on the right side of the green. He is going to be putting for a 2. Paul Ulibarri and Armand Caliber with all of these players playing a big S. Gets down there. He's going to be putting. Matt is not going for the green. He's playing for the 3, laying up, which is a smart thing to do. Like I said, he is playing for placement here against Simon Lizotte. And you can see there were about 100 or more people that came out to watch. There was a nice crowd for this. Matt taking a similar throw to his drive off the tee. I think that's a Firebird. It certainly acts like one. He's going to be putting for a 3. Yuli from about 70. Grabs that bush right in front of him, knocks it out of the sky. He'll have a drop in for a 3. 3 is certainly not the worst score to take on this hole, considering the distance and the out of bounds. See if Cam can extend his lead. That was a fantastic putt. 35 or more feet, dead center chains. It was in the entire way. Simon, also an extremely good putter. Bit of a misfire from Ricky. I think everyone knows how far Simon can throw, and maybe it's ignored a little bit how good of a putter he is. It is such a good putt. I love the form, that soft, floaty, nose-up hyzer. Going on to hole 3, 750 feet, Cam and Simon moving on with the birdies there. Everyone here is playing for a fairway that is beyond that short row of trees. The question here is, how much of the fairway do you want to bite off? Looks like Cam's throwing a pretty casual hyzer, getting it over there. He's going to have a good look to get the 3 on this hole. I don't think there was ever a question. Simon is trying to bite off as much of this fairway as he can. Throws a line drive over those trees. That was a bomb. He is going to have the farthest drive. Nice looking throw from Ricky, throwing it right at those clouds and letting it fade back in. Fortunately for videoing this, as soon as the discs hit the fairway, they have that big puff of dust. Very easy to see where they land. Nico, I am very much in love with that big hyzer that he has. He throws a little bit of a flip, but it doesn't flip all the way over. On hole 18 of the final round, he was pin high at 500 feet with that throw. Ulibarri doesn't look too excited about his throw, but it's perfectly safe and fine. It's going to play. He's going to have a chance at the 3. Matt getting a bunch of cheers from the crowd. He is the local favorite along with Cam. That's a good looking throw. I think he was farthest out maybe. Let's see. Yep, he was farthest out. Playing a low overstable driver. Trying to get that skip, and it does. Flares out nicely. He's going to have a putt. You can see the basket down there. This is one of those holes where you have to decide how to approach. Paul Ulibarri taking sort of a middle route in the trees. You can either go over or under. I think those are the more preferred routes. I think Cam is trying to go over the trees here. He's got the arm for it, but I think it came in just a little bit at the top of the trees. It's going to fall down here. There it is. He'll have an easy pitch up for his 4th. Ricky, however, taking the trees out of the equation, finds a little hole, punches it through. He's going to have a look for a 3. Nico obviously trying to find the basket here. It was not the easiest thing to see from these lies. He's going to follow Cam, though, and try and throw over the trees. That looks like a really good angle. If it gets over them, that could be a really good lie. Maybe a little short there, but we saw it land. He did get over them. That was a really good throw. Simon crushed his drive, so he has this Anheuser putter pitch around these trees. He's going to have a look. His drive was 40 to 50 feet or even 100 feet farther than all of the other drives. Good look from Ricky. He is extremely good and consistent from that range. Always gives it a chance. Very similar look from Matt. Simons hangs up there. Like I said, it is a windy day. It made putting a little weird at times. Discs would hang up or they'd fall down. Simons hang up twice in a row. Paul taps in. So everyone there got a bogey or more, except for Nico. He's the only one to get a 3. Going on to hole 4, 472 feet. Plays a straight to hyzer. And these guys have the arm for this throw. Nico saws it off a little bit. Not sure if he got the tree or not, but he's on the left side of the fairway. Cam is going to show you the route to take. Didn't quite get it all the way there, but he's going to be putting. That is a drive and a half if you're going to be getting a putt on the hyzer route here, which is pretty much the route to take. Ricky maybe got the CTP there, but he's still about 50 or more out. Paul's going to swing his a little bit far to the right. He's going to get that tree on the right side of the fairway and drop down. Matt coming out with a low drive. He'll have a pretty simple upshot. And you saw everyone there was throwing to the right, and now it's Simon's turn. And I knew that he was going to go the other way and try and bomb the anhyzer. But it got one of the early trees. And it leaves him this upshot, which was entirely unnecessary, but it was amazing to watch. He throws it almost completely the wrong way, 200 feet in the air, over trees, and parks it. When all he had to do was throw straight at it, but that's way too simple for Simon. Putting on a show for the crowd. Everyone's got some pretty routine 200-ish foot upshots here, just throwing putters or sidearms at it. Nico gave it a little bit of a run. I really like Matt's sort of patented upshot that I see him throw so many times there. He always gets the wind under it on the flight plate with enough hyzer. Very consistent throw. Ricky with a CTP, just a little bit short on the putt. Almost converted for the only 2. So I don't think anyone there... Yeah, there were no birdies, no bogeys. Everyone got the 3.